The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
Step around 80! 190! Wait! Kill! Hey, 6-6. Pull it hard.
Double up.
Check. Lucky. Bang.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tighten up. Under 10. 10. Hey.
Check 3.
0.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. And an alley to run. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch tight end right. Watch tight.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kansas City touchdown! Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because
he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Charlie.
Safety's creeping.
Rivers now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26. Chance. Whip. Watch the whip.
Left.
Watch twist.
Left. Wait, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday. 5th grade, Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Hey, 79.
On second down now, it's Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns. And that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Load it. Hey, Delta.
Check the backer.
Hey, go orange.
52. Check.
Throwing again. Rivers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
79.
36.
Load it. Wait.
On second and 9, Rivers. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And this one is right down the middle. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is taken at the 3, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Darren Lee there to get him down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Shoot.
Why? Get wide.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Tight go. Check. Alert, flare.
Alpha!
Rivers on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket.
From the gun, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. following the penalty. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Shoot. 15, 15. There's a party now.
On third down, Rivers. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on fourth down last year, and they're going here.
12. Bravo. Load it.
Hey.
Keep it skinny. Red Delta. Split.
Fourth down, Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, McKinnon again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down, McKinnon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. They run. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Team six. Team six. Red. Red.
Third and long for Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Round 80. Round 80. Hey, Delta. Hey, Wahoo.
Shot field. Hey, it's all out. Switch. Check 37.
Hey, easy.
Big Ed.
Hey, Alpha.
Check four.
Behind.
First down, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back now in Mexico City. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Hey. Hey, Mike 7.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Joker. Out.
Run 80.
15.
To throw on third down. Rivers. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow. They've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with... Two remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Load it. Hey, orbit.
Check. 44's the mic. In your face. Rush in.
Hey, Delta.
Kill.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out here in midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Rivers for the sideline. That's taken in by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Cluster.
5.
Hey, ready.
Get the ball.
Done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Skinny.
Mike 50.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry.
Hey, exit.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Load it.
Check. Mike 50.
To throw, Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Lucky. Bang.
Buffalo. Wait, 89.
Rivers to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Mike 50.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
The tackle by Jordan James. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Chiefs 20, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rivers now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Hey, Rocket.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, Rocket.
Check three.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Motion.
Buckle one.
Twitches the mic.
To throw again. Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Cluster, cluster, cluster.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 49.
Behind.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
12.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Slip.
12.
26, check 26. Chance. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch.
Red Delta! Hey, Charlie.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for the end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Check 43.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.